Hello and welcome to On the Team Bus, where we're bringing you the stories and adventures of the riders of Team ODZ. Each episode you're going to hear from a member of our team and get to know them a little bit better on and off the bike. So today we're here with Eric Denning. Thanks for coming by.
Thanks for having me. Yeah.
All right, we're going to start off, we're going to do our questions here. We're going to start off with, give us, who is Eric Denning? Like, where are you from? Where did this, all start?
What's this?
The Eric Denning that we know.
I am from Boise, Idaho. What else do you want to know? I've been riding my bike for as long as I can remember.
From what I've heard rumors that you had one of the first power meters ever made.
I don't know about that. It was back in the day, it was only Power Tap or I've already forgot SRM were the other ones, but yeah, I had several Power Taps.
That's
way
nuts.
back when.
You've always lived in Boise?
I was born in Salt Lake, actually.
Oh.
Yeah, so we moved up there when I was about 10.
Very cool. Very cool.
My dad got us into cycling when I was about 10.
Yes, we do. There are some fun stories about cycling as a kid, as some fun things that you and your siblings would do.
Yeah, we used to every summer, up until, almost still currently, every summer since I was 10, we have gone on a big bike adventure of some sort.
What was the most recent one, I guess? Yeah.
So the last 8 or 10 we've done in Idaho. They've been different loops around Idaho and stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, we've done a whole bunch of, mostly a family. Sometimes we drag friends along. Mm-hmm. We've done the whole Oregon coast, Washington coast, from Victoria, British Columbia down to San Francisco in a couple different years. We've done Columbia Gorge, Washington loops, San Juan Islands.
I feel like there's a story of like when you were super young riding across Iowa on Huffies or something.
Yeah, pretty much.
Is there one? Is there one of these?
No, we rode from Salt Lake to Boise we've ridden, and we did that self-supported. We hauled all our own stuff. And so you're out in the middle of the desert. We hauled like 60 pounds of water or something stupid. And I don't know. My kids are almost the same age as when we were, and I don't know how my dad did this. So
yeah.
Props to him. Pretty hardcore.
That is pretty hardcore.
Yeah.
So obviously you did a lot of outdoor riding as a kid, but what brought you to indoor cycling, or when did that all start? Like kind of the history of...
It was pretty much when Zwift started. I mean, I've always had a trainer and done a little bit inside, but Zwift kind of did change things. I mean, I signed up for the beta back in early 2015.
Yeah, I was thinking 14, 15, right? Yeah.
I think it was right when they switched from Jarvis to Watopia. I think it was like March or April of
pretty
2015. And just started playing with it a little bit, but then I got injured. Bad bike crash in June of 2015 is what started me really.
That sounds like an interesting story.
Yeah, it was just end of a crit race, last lap, final corner. Several riders up, cut somebody else off, and there was 2 guys rolling on the ground in front of me.
Nowhere to go.
In the pack still, nowhere to go, doing 35 miles an hour, and just actually don't remember anything from that point until loading me up in the ambulance. So I was pretty messed up.
I thought the next thing you knew was Chris was in the hospital room.
No, that was a bit later. But Chris was there that night.
We'll have to ask Chris about that when he comes on. All right, and so I guess moving on to that, a little bit about kind of your in real life racing, kind of your career, your successes, your challenges, things that you've
I've been racing more seriously, probably 15 years or so. Before that, it was maybe here or there, but like 2005, 2006, I finally figured out what was going on and decided to really start playing around. And crits are still my favorite thing, but kind of.
You've dabbled in all kinds of like long road races as well.
Oh yeah. Long road races, short road race, cyclocross, cross country mountain bike racing. Done a little bit of all of it. Yeah.
So I guess that brings the question, kind of like you're stable. Like obviously you've got several bikes. So tell us kind of what's in the stable. What's in there right now?
Not
That's
as many
rideable.
as people would probably think. I mean, everybody's seen my Scott Addict that I'm still rolling on. I think this is the 13th season I've been on that same
You're
bike.
mentioning that, yeah.
It's had a few components replaced. It's been in a couple heavy crashes, and some reason just keeps on ticking.
Yeah.
A few sets of wheels and whatnot. But so that's my main bike. I actually Zwift on it usually too. Sometimes I'll put my cyclocross bike on the Zwift station, but it's mostly that road bike is my main rig.
Really?
I've got a Redline cyclocross bike, and then a Salsa Horse Thief is my main mountain bike. Those
Very cool.
Those are the main ones. But
Awesome.
we do have a garage full of bikes, but they're not all mine.
You also have a large family, so
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
great. So, what are some fun things that you like to do off the bike? Anything?
What else? No, bike. Come
Bike,
on,
bike,
no.
bike. We've seen
No,
some
that's
cool,
what I like to do off the bike.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have any other
Snowmobiling?
big...
I've seen
yeah.
always
Okay.
once a year. I always get these
Okay.
amazing.
We used to snowmobile a lot when I was a kid. And
Yeah?
So we still kind of splurge. At least once a year, we got to go up snowmobiling.
It is amazing videos that you guys put out for that. That's like
We've,
wow.
Yeah, we've lucked out last couple of years and
It's
had
been
some
really good?
super deep snow. And
That's awesome.
I guess I snowboard too. We still snowboard a bit, but with family and kids, your hobbies kind of start to
Narrow.
dwindle down a little bit. Yeah.
Is it as more kids you have, the more narrow it becomes?
Maybe a little bit. Yeah. No, we took all the kids up skiing and everything the last few times. They're all loving it.
That's awesome. That's awesome. You guys have great weather for that. All right. So I guess switching gears to kind of the team and the ODZ and kind of going back, obviously you've been on Zwift and, early times, and that's what really ties all of us together. How did you come into kind of the realm with ODZ and learning about this group?
It goes back to that crash is the problem. So even once I was better, I was in the hospital for on and off for 3 different weeks.
Wow.
In like 6 weeks time span.
Mm-hmm.
So once I was out, I still was not cleared to ride a bike outside for like 3 months.
Long time.
And so I just, I'd been trying Zwift before that, and this is perfect. Let's try this thing. Well, meantime, Chris got in a bike crash in the Boise Twilight Criterium a month after I was, and we both were kind of on the healing path at the exact same time.
Mm-hmm.
And so we were both, egging each other on, helping each other heal a little bit. And that was how it started for us, was let's meet on Zwift. And so we would meet on Zwift, and this was way back when, before Discord days. It was
TeamSpeak.
TeamSpeak was kind of the thing. But even that was still,
Mm-hmm.
it was.
We're using someone else's server.
Yeah, we were
back
using his server actually.
That's right. He
from
also
his
had
school.
one. That's right.
He had like a Minecraft server for his students at school, and so we'd use that a little bit. And I think we were kind of part of the big push of getting
I agree.
audio.
Yeah.
TeamSpeak, Discord, whatever it is, into this Zwift, because it makes such a difference. It completely changes everything. We call it the secret sauce, because it's a totally different experience.
Absolutely.
If you're riding Zwift, even if you're doing the chat, and it's not the same.
It's not
the same. I don't know how people ride without it really now.
Yeah, to be able to get on and have that conversation, especially for longer rides, I think makes a huge difference.
Absolutely.
Or even if people are just jumping in and popping in and say hello.
Absolutely.
And people do that, and I think that's a huge thing. And we made a move over to Discord, which was huge. And I think
much easier to do. Yeah, the whole community at first was trying to do this TeamSpeak thing, and kind of Ethan Guerrero was sort of managing it, and it was tough to get all the permissions and everything working right. So Discord was a great thing.
it came in at the right time.
And yeah, it was huge. It's night and day difference
Yeah.
on any ride that we do.
And so you feel like it's really changed the game for you to be able to train and race then?
Absolutely. It's just so convenient. Maybe a little too convenient. I get a bit of flack in Boise with my local teammates.
I think we all do.
Oh, he's doing Zwift again. Come outside with us. But my wife works a couple days a week, and so it's convenient at least those mornings to be on Zwift in the morning, because I can still be home with the kids.
Yeah.
Kind of watching the kids. They can run downstairs if the house is burning down or something at least, and I'm not 20 miles away.
Yeah.
So
That makes sense.
So that's huge.
So do you do good a bit of racing on Zwift as well?
A little bit here and there, not as much as some people, not as much as Boyko and Batman and some of these guys.
Johnson,
Matt Johnson. I swear they race every day, every other day, maybe.
They're in the race channel constantly. They just live in the race channel.
They live in the race channel.
That is funny.
Yeah.
All right, so memorable virtual team moment. What do you feel like? Or just I guess
I don't
team
know.
moment. Just maybe a team like. I don't know.
See, I don't know if I've got an exact moment. They kind of all blend together, and I think it has to do with Discord again. And it's a lot of these big races that we've done. We haven't had any for quite a while, actually.
Right.
Some of our theme races, the Star Wars race.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I mean, a lot of guys here actually were there for those, and they were just so memorable.
Yeah.
Any of these that you've got Discord and you're working together as a team. Actually, that race we did with Ryan Kettleson was a pretty memorable one.
It's Worlds,
where
right?
it was one of the CBR Cup things, and it was down to 2 riders, Kettleson and somebody else. But you could have as many teammates there helping him.
Yeah.
So we had like 6 or 8 guys there.
That was awesome.
Helping him, and it was all just 100% support of Kettleson. And so it was, and all of us talking in Discord and everything else just makes it amazing. It's all of those events.
Yeah, and I had one of those last June, and it's just an amazing, crazy support. Like just hearing that and being that one rider that, and so that's something that series did really well. I feel like because we brought people really against each other. Yeah. So and so I guess the next thing, or to kind of wrap this, is talking about Team Camp. This is our 3rd year hosting it. We're one of kind of the leads. It's definitely grown in size. We were chatting about that early today with good success. We've gotten some good responses from people. As far as your experience this year, what stands out? Do you feel like that we could at least let others know that, hey, this is what we're doing right. This is why you should come next time because this is what we're doing.
What's that?
Or can we not?
We do everything right. What are you talking about? This is amazing.
It is quite. Oh,
I feel like
Andy Jenner would like us to say that because Andy comes, you should come as well.
This is why everybody should be here.
Because this is why.
Because Andy's been here for 3 years.
2 years in a row.
Flies across
the pond.
Across the pond to be here.
Yeah.
I don't know any specifics. I love just having some of the newer riders here that you can just. They're just like a sponge, and just to help them, and they want to know this, they want to know that, they want to know your experience doing this, and I love helping these riders and just teaching people and growing this sport and just helping them enjoy it as much as I do. And so I think that's a big part of it, and I think that's what makes it fun for those types of people as well. I mean, it's not, you don't have to be this great experienced person to go on a camp like this.
No,
I think you'll learn a ton. Everybody does. Yeah, I'm sure. Because
we have all levels, all ranges, and people can learn something from everyone's experiences, and I think that's one thing that we bring. It's not something where we're trying to hammer on everyone. We are respectful of people's the days and kind of breaking that up. So I think that's something that we're doing better and better every year. And we just got finished with dinner, an amazing meal. Every meal is amazing.
I ate way too much. So good.
And I think I can smell some cookies coming through. So we've got one more meal to go.
Yep, she's making some oatmeal cookies.
There you go. So either way, so that's great. I want to thank you for your time. You do a lot for our community, kind of putting us out there and kind of promoting us. But it's been good. Thanks again.
Yeah.
Excellent. We'll see you guys next year, 2021, here in Arizona.
Who's coming? Let's go.
Let's go. Hit us up in the comments below if you have any questions for Mr. Eric Denning. You can find him on the socials. No, you can't. Just leave some comments below.
I'll probably answer.
And then we'll see you on the next episode of On the Team Bus.